doggone, it loaded. That took some time. Good morning, Vietnam. What was that guy's name, that comedian who did that show? I forget. It seems like he also did the old Nanu, Mork and Mindy. It'll come to me. He was a great man. He was suffering from depression, and he died not long ago. That's what I call the Frank Monday effect. When I've been out of the country for 2 decades, and then I think about someone I really loved as a kid, or enjoyed their performance or material, or just think about them, and then I look them up and they've been dead for like 10 years. So what was that guy's name? See if I can recall. It's not coming to me. Today is Friday, April 9th. The year is 2021, in the year of our Lord, the living Christ Jesus, and Our Lady, Mary Magdalene, Lord and Lady of the tradition. A lot of people don't know that Mary Magdalene was Jesus's wife. And the reason they don't know that is because of admixtures and deliberate pollution by the Catholic Church. That's right, Mr. Pope. You and all of your predecessors are guilty of not only covering up the truth, but watering down the tradition. You see, the story of Jesus and Mary Magdalene is one of the alchemical marriage of Christian Rosencreutz, and the idea that perfection is achieved through marital bliss and undoing karmatic knots that you tied up over multiple lifetimes. For those that are interested in that path. Some are not. Some come into the world riding on the bow of compassion and choose to lead lives of celibacy and selfless service and all that good stuff. What time is it? It is 1/4 till the hour of 7 a.m. Anybody, is there anybody out there? Anybody out there in Happy Land today? Looks like I might have one viewer. Oh, Sandra Sue, how are you? Hope you're doing well today. I hope you are well today and doing good. Better do good than do bad, right? Yeah, Robin Williams, that was the man. He was a comedic genius, the sad clown. Turns out he suffered from high levels of anxiety and depression. And I'll tell you true, anybody who does the fame racket and tries to, let's see if this is open. They've been blocking this off for some reason. I don't know why. Guess it's none of my business. But yeah, they have blocked off the bathroom, which is kind of a bummer. 5:42 p.m. Good to hear it. I don't know why they're blocking off the bathroom right back there. That's kind of a bummer. I had a pattern of sitting there for 10 minutes to live stream before class, And now they have blocked it off and not allowing anybody to park in front of the public restroom. Shit's going on again. I remember I told y'all back in October of 2019, right before the pandemic, right before they rolled out the pandemic, they had started this nerve-wracking shit of change in society and putting up cattle. What do they call those that organize cattle into neat lines? Not stalls. Stalls is where they hang out. But corrals. Is that what it is? Is it a corral? Seems like a corral might be cattle corrals. Yeah, so they're putting up more cattle corrals and blocking off ordinary parts of, you know, public. Yeah, it's a bunch of bullshit, man. You know that all of the billionaires increased their wealth by like multiple times, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 times. You know, they went from being worth 100 billion to 500 billion, and locked down society and pushed all the middle class business owners into bankruptcy. And that's the pandemic. It's got nothing to do with no sniffles. Oh, you got the cooties. You need a cootie passport. No. It was just about a psyop, a gaslighting to lock down society and fucking make everybody's life even harder than it already was. And reorganize huge swaths of the workforce. Some of them into abject unemployment, and then others into projects. And then the ones that are in abject poverty, they organize them to be completely at wit's end, so they'll take even a $2 an hour job. Right? Because you guys were pushing for a higher minimum wage and shit, and they're like, you want a higher minimum wage? Motherfucker, we will shut down the world. And you be happy to have a 99-cent burger, you know, 3 times a month. So that was the plan. And anybody out there in social media who pushed the cootie bullshit. Yeah, that's right. I'm talking to you, motherfucker. If you were out there in Happy Land pushing any kind of cootie bullshit and being like, oh, but the cooties is killing people, then you are to blame. You are complicit in the BS, that the new normal BS that's taking root in society. You are absolutely 100% guilty. So, yes, be aware that everybody knows about the bullshit, and that it was a lie, and it's an ongoing lie. So we know better. We know better. Ain't nobody that fucking stupid that they saw the way society went down and think that it was anything other than a plan. So the reason I was talking about that this morning is because they're working at breakneck speed here in the Capitol to roll out more new normal bullshit, you know, and we're already under the worst of it. I mean, we've been doing the whole cooties passport since before the pandemic. So we are the prototype here in Beijing, the prototype for the New World Order. If you want to know what the New World Order is going to look like coming to a theater near you, then you need look no further than my videos here on this channel. Search around and find the ones like Lockdown and shit, Lockdown 2025, and you'll know exactly what's coming your way. Because we've been living under it for a long time. A long time. yeah, so what's happening? If you guys have any questions, put them down in the box, and I'll let you know what's going on. It is Friday. I'm happy about that. Friday is typically a half day, but I'm suspicious. I've had this feeling that they might call a teachers meeting today, which would mean that I will be stuck here until later. I can't imagine that they would do more than an hour. Originally, they wanted me to lead up the teachers meetings, and I wasn't able to because of the head, and so they ended up not having any, which is cool. I don't know how much we need to do that, do teachers meetings. They talk about that they want to, kind of try to create a company culture. And it's like, that just means more hours. What do you mean? I don't want to. We got a company culture already. We come to work, we do our job, and we go home. You don't want us fucking hanging around with each other and shit 24/7. That'll wear a motherfucker out. Whenever a company starts talking about company culture, that's a warning sign right there. That should be a red flag to anyone. That's when you know you're going the way of a completely institutionalized slave shop like Apple. Apple's got their Genius Bar. A bunch of idiots is what it is. Some old lady walking by spitting. That's one of the classic traits of Chinese folks here in the capital. If they see a foreigner, they spit. It is indeed all about control. I wish old Dr. Joseph Farrell would do more news and views broadcasts per week, but most of these guys that are on YouTube and do a short show each week, a lot of them are doing that because they also have a member website that they want you to join and pay a subscription to. Because from what I understand, they don't make much money off YouTube anymore. And so if they're doing it full time, then typically they'll have their own website where they want you to join over there and pay a membership. And I would only do that if I really enjoyed the person's content over a long period of time. But I've watched a lot of other people this morning. I got up and I watched a bunch of different YouTube personalities. And they're not doing anything different than me. They're just talking. Some of them are even harder to listen to than I am. And they still got, hundreds of thousands and millions of viewers. And then they talk about the fact that it's nearly impossible to build any type of organic subscriber base anymore because the major news networks took over YouTube. CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, all those guys on there now, they're pulling all the ad revenue. And they're pushing everyone else out, which I thought in 2019, I thought the end of 2019, I predicted it. I called it at the beginning of 2019. I said the end of 2019 would be an end to user created content. That all this live streaming on YouTube and shit like that and other websites, that they would lock that down. Because those bigwigs, those global elites, they don't want people sharing information and talking friendly and stuff and letting other people interact with the content. They want to close down the comments. They want to do away with the thumbs down. So they don't like letting folks talk to each other. That's not cute. You're not allowed to criticize or talk about the bigwigs. You just get on your fucking knees, slave. So fun times. Since my bathroom place is blocked off and I can't sit over there and live stream, I'm gonna cut this short because I don't want to sit out here in the parking lot and live stream. Kids coming and going and shit. Teachers showing up. They'll see me. They'll think I'm a fucking lunatic. Also, I might get eyeballed having a smoke, which ain't cute. Don't do that. The anti-cigarette Nazis will get ya. Make sure all my windows are closed. Well, alrighty then. I will get in there and get at it, have my breakfast. Enjoy your Friday. I don't think it's Friday yet for you guys, you all out there in America. America in Chinese is called the Beautiful Kingdom. Yeah, that's right, no freedom. Very little. I think the only true freedom is to abandon it all. Get back to work upstairs with the big man and his associates. Because down here, man, it is the workshop of the devil for the most part. It's amazing that society has taken a turn like this. Really is. Fascism rearing its ugly head once again. Well, just don't focus on it. Don't give them any fucking credit. Don't watch the news. I'm going on like 90 days of news free, and sometimes I jump on there and I hear people talking about news and I just think, man, it's never mattered. It doesn't matter now. It's never mattered in the past, and it never will matter. So why get yourself anxious about it? It's all total BS. It's had zero influence on anybody's lives in reality. Any of that shit going on. I mean, I've lived in the busiest societies on the planet. Grew up in Los Angeles, California, one of the busiest cities in the United States. Been living in Beijing for 20 years. One of the biggest, if not the biggest, metropolitan super cities in the world. And none of that shit has ever mattered. 47 years, nearly. 47 years. I'm in my 47th year. And not one time has any of that BS mattered. So it amazes me that people even give a fuck. Got a pocket full of fucks. Ain't got none to give. And that's the truth of the matter, man. I'm gonna tune out from the news and just generate my own news and views. If y'all got any issues you want to talk about, put them down in the bubble and let me know. There's the bell. As above, so below. I'll see y'all good looking sexy motherfuckers in the future. And it says finish live stream, but we know better. It ain't never finished. Hugs and kisses.